Then now that AI has come out, it's really kind of been this new evolution of, yes, we have Zapier, yes, we have automation, but oh my gosh, now we have this whole other tool set that we didn't have before that can allow us to get our time back and become more efficient, which if you know me, you know I'm obsessed with that.
Ever feel like you're constantly putting out fires in your land business? Spending hours chasing leads, handling the same tasks over and over? What if there was a way to streamline all of it so you could actually focus on growing instead of just keeping up? That's exactly what Callan figured out. With her tech background, she built automation systems that let land investors work smarter, not harder. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Only Land Fan Show. I'm Kendall Lejeune, and in today's special deep dive episode, we're unpacking how AI and automation are changing the game. By the end of this episode, you'll have clear, practical strategies to start using artificial intelligence to scale and automate your land business. Let's dive in.
Oh my gosh. So it was this, I was on a webinar and this guy was demoing going on Loom. You guys know what Loom is? If you don't know what Loom is, just pop in the chat. It's a video recording software. I'm sure most of us know what it is. And he was recording himself talking about his inbound lead process. So what do we do when a lead comes into the business? What is the 5-minute overview of what you do? In his business, he was a marketing business, but for us, it's like whenever we do the 5 minutes lead review. He recorded the video on Loom. He took the transcript and he put that transcript into ChatGPT and he told ChatGPT, you are a world-class SOP writer. I want you to write a SOP document with headings and bullet points as if you were delivering it to the COO of a land investing or whatever, of a marketing business. And here is the transcript of the video of me describing the process start to finish. He put the transcript, he copied and pasted the transcript in, he used that prompt and he pressed go and he had this perfect SOP. It was probably like 90% there, right? He had to change a couple things on the document. But oh my gosh, it was the first time where I was like, okay, we're using prompts, we're using these things that we store somewhere. And every time we have to do a process, we go get the prompt and bring it in. We can talk more about that. I don't want to just throw keywords out there, but that was really the first aha for me is it was the SOP writing. So I'm using this for all of my research, my planning, my itineraries. I used it this week when I was planning out my tasks I need to get done this whole week. Because it knows the priorities, it knows my urgency, it knows where I'm going, and it knows my quarterly goals. So it can help me organize and prioritize my tasks. So with life, it's everything. It's constantly up on my phone. I'm constantly talking to it. In my land investing business, it is, oh my gosh, so many different things. Just to start, I'm a verbal processor. So oftentimes I'll like call a friend or call someone, call you, Kendall, and be like, hey, can you talk me through this? This has been such a great blessing to have this thing where I can just go in and I just pop it open and I just start talking to it. Like I just turn on the microphone and I'm like, hey, this is what's going on right now. I'm feeling kind of brain fog. I know I need to work on this project and that project. I just need you to help me work through it. And it will respond and it'll say, okay.
That moment Callan describes, that's when everything shifts. Think about how you'd normally create an SOP. Recording your process, writing everything out, fine-tuning the details. It's a slog. But now, AI does it instantly. And this isn't just about working faster, it's about working differently. Callan didn't see AI as just another tool. She treated it like a business partner, and that's the key. When you stop seeing AI as an extra and start using it as part of your strategy, that's when business levels up.
Started my land business in 2021. I had come from technology, automation, Fortune 5000, big CRM implementation. So if you guys know Salesforce, HubSpot, I was doing that for big companies and, not all of them, but many are using Excel docs. And so I got pretty obsessed with, oh my gosh, we can make this so much easier for people. We can make their lives better. I got into land investing and kind of felt like, oh, this is my path to leaving technology in the past. I'm going to move on to this new thing. I'm going to do real estate. And pretty quickly, I realized our entire land investing business is systems, automation, buying our time back, making things run efficiently. So really quickly, my first course I ever did was on Pebble. For those of you who know Pebble, back in the day, I was doing Zapier with Pebble, tons of stuff with automating the landing pages and all this cool stuff to get land investors' time back. So throughout my journey, I've created a couple different courses. I have a launch control texting course. I've got a ringless voicemail course. I've got the cold email course coming out. So lead gen has been a big piece of getting that part automated. And then now that AI has come out, it's really been this new evolution of yes, we have Zapier, yes, we have automation, but oh my gosh, now we have this whole other tool set that we didn't have before that can allow us to get our time back and become more efficient, which if you know me, I'm obsessed with that.
Old school lead generation is basically a numbers game. Blast out messages, cross your fingers, and hope the right sellers respond. But Callan's approach flips that completely. AI isn't just sending messages, it's paying attention. It watches how sellers react and adjusts on the fly. If someone's showing interest, AI keeps them engaged, and if they're hesitant, it switches up the approach to reel them in the right way. The best part? You're not wasting time chasing dead leads. AI filters out the ones who were never serious so you can zero in on motivated sellers, the ones actually ready to make a deal. If you're still sending the same generic messages to everyone, you're missing out on one of the biggest game changers in lead generation. If you're finding this valuable, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you never miss an episode. Drop a comment below. What's your biggest takeaway so far?
On the acquisition side, sales side, so sales script generation, objection handling. I have it reviewing transcripts to check for, did we elicit emotion? How did we do with objections? Did we figure out motivation, budget, timeline? On the cold email, cold texting side, in even letters, I have AI going through and hyper personalizing the marketing. So no letter that anyone sends should ever be the same, because you can go through an AI and you can personalize every single letter based on the lat and long of that property. So for example, we could have a template in the letter that says, and by the way, we love that your property is within a few hours of insert major international airport that is within 2 to 3 hours of lat long. And that airport name can just be dropped right into your letter template, your email template, your text template. We're getting insane response rates doing some of that stuff. So analyzing zoning codes is huge. I have a land vision boot camp we just went through, and yesterday we did this a little bit. But you can put the entire zoning district, zoning code, zoning, everything from Unicode, just copy it all, give it to Claude, and you can tell it you're a world-class zoning expert. And I need to be able to ask you any sorts of questions about this zoning code, tell you about a property, and you need to tell me its development potential. Help you analyze subdivide opportunities. It's incredible.
For those of us who are listening to this and thinking like, okay, that sounds amazing. Like, do I have to manually go in and change every single letter? Like, is there some type of
No.
massive mail merge on steroids kind of thing that we can get AI to do all of that
Absolutely.
individualization for us?
Yes. So this is where there's ChatGPT. That's kind of like the main usage of AI that everyone's used to right now. But there are these incredible AI apps out there that exist that we're working with every day that don't have anything to do with ChatGPT, that are using AI on the backside. So one of the apps I'm constantly using is called clay.com, CLAY. And that is where I'm doing the hyper personalization of my seller leads inside of that tool. Every single part of your business is going to be touched by this.
Research is one of the biggest time drains in land investing. Normally, you'd spend hours, sometimes days, digging through zoning codes, calling city offices, and waiting on answers. But Callan breaks it down. AI takes all of that and does it instantly. And that speed, it's a huge advantage. While other investors are still stuck reading through regulations, you've already analyzed the property and made a move. The faster you work, the better deals you land. AI isn't just about making things easier, it's about staying ahead of the competition.
I just did this the other day. I was like going back and forth on like how I needed to present a situation to a seller that had been waiting a long time for their contract to close, but we weren't able to close because of financing. They just did not believe the price of the land, and we probably needed to go back and do some entitlement work to really increase the value. I went in to ChatGPT and I was like, this is the situation, and I really need your help role playing this on how best to present the situation to the seller. I want you to give me an email template and a call script. I want you to give me 4 objections you think they might give me and responses.
That's next level.
And imagine you're training your team to do this. They're not coming to you saying, oh, the seller is saying we have to close in 30. What does ChatGPT say? Did you give them the whole situation? Did you use our prompt, our objection handling prompt? Did you? No, you didn't. Okay, go back. Like I have, Dan Martell has the 1-3-1 rule. Well, one problem, you bring me 3 solutions, and then you tell me what the best solution is that you think. That rule has never been more easy to implement now that they can literally go into this thing and have a world-class sales coach at their fingertips. Now you have to coach the sales coach a little bit. You got to have the right prompt built and you got to massage it a little bit. But if you can spend time on that prompt, sometimes I'll spend an hour on the prompt, making the prompt perfect, because I know in the future, my team, all they're going to do is just put in the transcript of their sales call to get advice on how they need to handle the next step. And they don't even need me. Thank God.
Training a team in land investing is no joke. Every seller conversation is different, and if you don't have a solid system in place, your team will handle objections all over the place. Callan lays out how AI fixes this. By running role-play scenarios, your team can practice tough objections, refine their responses, and build confidence without you having to personally train each person. But the real magic? Consistency. AI helps you lock in what works and turn it into a repeatable process. Instead of a few team members closing deals while others struggle, everyone follows the same proven framework. That means more conversions, less time spent on training, and a business that runs like a well-oiled machine. If you want to connect with like-minded professionals and dive even deeper into these strategies, join our exclusive community at onlylandfansgroup.com. We share bonus insights, behind-the-scenes discussions, and resources you won't find anywhere else. We packed a lot into this episode, so let's break it down into the biggest breakthroughs you need to remember. AI isn't just a cool tool, it's changing the way we work. Callan showed us how automation takes the busy work off your plate, writing SOPs, responding to leads, researching zoning laws, so you can focus on actually growing your business. It's not just about saving time, it's about making faster, smarter decisions that move the needle. That leads us to AI-powered lead generation. Instead of blasting the same message to every seller and hoping for a response, AI makes your outreach smarter. It personalizes messages, adapts based on seller behavior, and makes sure you're spending time on the leads that actually matter. Then there's market research, one of the biggest bottlenecks in land investing. AI flips that completely. Instead of spending weeks trying to make sense of zoning laws or waiting on county officials, you can get a clear answer in seconds and move on the right deals before anyone else. And finally, AI is a game changer for team training. Bringing new hires up to speed takes time, and without a system, everyone handles objections differently. AI-driven role-playing makes training faster, more consistent, and way more effective, so your team is always ready to close. Bottom line, AI isn't just making things easier, it's helping land investors work smarter, move faster, and stay ahead of the competition. If you're still unsure about AI, here's the deal. Investors who jump on this now are the ones who'll be ahead in a few years. The tools are already here and they're not going anywhere. The only question is, are you going to use them or get left behind? Callan's approach proves one thing. AI isn't the future of land investing, it's the present. The investors who embrace these tools now will be the ones scaling faster, making better deals, and ultimately winning in this business. We covered a lot today, but there's even more in the full interview. If you want to hear the entire conversation with Callan Faulkner, head over to our YouTube channel now and check out the full episode. And before you go, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We drop deep dive episodes just like this every week, bringing you expert insights to level up your land business. Got a takeaway from today's episode? Drop it in the comments. Let us know what AI strategy you're most excited to try, and we might feature your question in an upcoming episode. Until next time, keep improving your land business, and we'll catch you in the next one.